Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Dan Wynn.
And Mike Glaspie.
And welcome to the Military Cashflow.
And today we're going to be talking about how to network. And we're not just going to cover some of that fluff. We're actually going to share with you the secret patented success formula for networking 101. But before we get into that, you guys already know what to do. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share, put some comments in below, tell some tips and tricks about how you guys network, or maybe some questions that you guys may have. Well, let's go ahead and dive on into it. Dan, what is your tips for networking?
So as you guys know, I'll tell you a story about pretty much my favorite way of networking, right? And I'm just going to give you an example pretty much of how I met Mike and how I met so many other people, right? But networking is super, super crucial to your growth. I think that kind of goes without saying, but I don't think people really understand how much success you get you can achieve based off of your network, right? They say your net worth equals your network, right? So understanding that, right? I kind of read a couple books and kind of got that instilled in my mind, right? So one of the ways, or just one quick example of how I network and what I use to network is one, social media, and then two, basically adding value through whatever I'm doing. So give you an example. I do a lot of networking by going to events, right? Going to different events, going to professional events, going to seminars, anything that I can go to, right? But I do it deliberately. I deliberately try to network when I'm actually there. And the way I did this particular network, I'm just going to talk about is the 10X Growth Conference. I went down to Miami. I met Mike about a year and some change ago, right? At a 10X Growth Conference in Miami, and I went there with the intent to meet some great people, right? It wasn't just about the information that they were giving in the seminar. It was about meeting people and growing my network and growing myself, right? So I went there and I already had a YouTube platform. I already had a YouTube channel. I already had like a little small following there, had maybe like 1,000 followers or something. And what do most people, understanding that the problem that most people have is exposure, right? Everybody wants free exposure. Everybody wants any kind of free exposure they can get. So knowing that, I went there with my phone. I had a little selfie stick, right? And I went there and I conducted interviews for my podcast. I went up to people and said, hey, people that I wanted to talk to. If I thought that, that there were some pretty cool people, I kind of like scope them out a little bit and see what was going on. If it looked like they were about business and they were actually there trying to network as well, right? Those are the people that you really want to network, other people that are out there putting themselves out there trying to network, right? Those people that are going to grow the fastest. So knowing that, went there with my selfie stick. I went up to different random groups of people. Hey, how's it going? My name is Dan Wynn. I run a podcast at that time, it was called Financial Freedom Journal. And I'd love to interview you on what you are doing and how you are helping your community, right? Of course, I mean, that's an easy way for free exposure to other people, right? And that's an easy way to network. I did that. Ran into the 5 Pillars group and I ran into Mike there and we talked, got to interview them, right? And then I put it up on our platform. It was free exposure for them. And then it also gives you the opportunity to continue a relationship with them through just tagging them on social media through, hey, I know a person in North Carolina. I got a person that's moving to North Carolina where they were at. I can, link you up with them. And it just worked like that. And eventually, me and Mike kept talking and then we're like, hey man, let's create this dope ass military cash flow together. And that's pretty much where it went from there. We kind of rebranded the site and then created this thing and it's starting to grow from there. So that's just one way that you can network. That's the way that that's a quick example that I networked. So Mike, that's my story.
Yeah, you hit on a lot, guys. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. So he went there with an intent to do something, right? To receive something for that specific event. It was to receive content for something else. That was his intent. He went there with the target audience. So he identified who he would try to receive that from. And then the most important aspect was the follow-up. He followed up because otherwise, what's the point of having anybody's number at these events if you don't ever follow up? So with that being said, I'm going to share with you all the secret patented success formula for networking. First, smash the like button. All right, next. What we're going to talk about here, guys, it's a given. He went there with an intent. Let's break that down. Why the Chestershire cat in Alice in Wonderland asked Alice, which road to take or whatever. She said, well, I don't care. Well, then it really doesn't matter where you're going, right? If you don't know what you want out of the conference, why are you going? Are you going just to spend money on this conference and just to see people, right? So first, step one is you must first plan your intent for the event. If it's a local networking meetup, a real estate meetup, all right, are you looking for partners? Are you looking for private money? Are you looking for a deal? Are you looking for a lender? So forth and so on. What is the purpose? Write it down. And write it down a purpose with an actual goal. I will leave here with 2 private money lenders. I will leave here with 3 potential wholesale deals. Got it? Step one, go with the purpose. Write it down. Second step, when you get there, you network. A lot of people will say, oh, if everybody's crowding around one person, that's the person you want to be with. Why? That one individual is going to be so scatterbrained looking at all these people that want to talk to them. Maybe they're the keynote speaker, whatever. That's great. It's great for them to meet you. But if you can't provide them any value, you're just going up there, meet them. You're going to shake their hand, and they're probably not going to remember you. All right? What I say is you find every individual you can do and speak to them, but allow them to speak. Allow them to just go. You listen. So step 2, shut up and listen. Let them deep dive into their strategy, and you keep prodding and poking at their strategy. Here's the reasons why you want them to just express their strategy. Reason number 1, you may learn something new, right? You may learn something, a whole new strategy you never knew about. And if you dig into it enough, you may be able to walk away with literally every step to complete this brand new strategy, right? Or you may learn something new about a strategy that you thought you knew everything about, right? The reason number 2, I keep saying steps, but the reason number 2 is Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Always says that people truly are another one would be How to Win Friends and Influence People. Same concept though, is that people that show genuine interest into others have that interest kind of reciprocated, right? You want to be liked in order to build rapport with a future business partner. An easy way to do that is to allow them express it and show genuine interest back. Simple enough. And then reason number 3 is if you're really in tune and you're listening to what they're saying, is you can now take whatever your business model is. You're a wholesaler, great. You're a lender, great. You can take your business model and mold it to fit a gap, right? A problem that they may have just identified in that conversation. Bam, right? So step 1, write down your goals, go in there with a purpose, and it's written out. Step 2, allow them to talk to you for those 3 reasons, right? And then step 3, just like Dan said, is follow up. What is the purpose of collecting business cards, shaking hands, exchanging numbers, email contact, if you don't follow up? You literally just become another person in the back of their mind that when you see them again in a few years at another conference, you're going to be, hey, you may not remember me. No, of course we don't remember you because you didn't follow up. Of course. And guys, that's it. It's a 3-step patented. Don't you steal that. No, I'm playing. Guys, go out there and use it. It's a secret success formula that me and my partners, we model this every time. And every time we go to these events, we come back generating income. All right. I went to one conference in DC, came back from the person I had networked with. He sent me 3 referrals that generated the most, about half a year's volume worth of real estate sales in 1 month from this one guy. Right. Another one of my partners went in there, walked out of the conference on the phone with the lady he just met and sold her 3 duplexes. I'm telling you guys, this is how you network. Otherwise, you are just going out there and you're just flapping in the wind.
Yeah, big time. Hey man, those are crucial points. So you guys got the success formula. Make sure you follow that and make sure you go out to those conferences. If you want to read a couple books, Mike already hit on a couple of them. Freaking 7 Habits of Successful People. We got The Go-Giver is one too.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then we got How to Win Friends and Influence People. Yep. Mm-hmm. So those 3 quick books. Hey, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. go ahead and hit the notification bell as well. We do have a Facebook group out there. Make sure you link up with us on the Facebook group. You can ask questions. It's a bunch of service members on there helping each other grow and build wealth and create cash flow through real estate, right? Then lastly, we also have, if you're looking for a vetted, investor-friendly, military-friendly realtor, if you're about to PCS or something like that, hit us up. We know people. We would love to put you in contact with people that we've already vetted. This is a free service for you. We've already vetted, and we will put you in contact with a realtor that's investor-friendly that can help you find your next investment deal. And that's nationwide. All right. So with that, Mike, you got anything?
That's it. Go out there and let's make this military cash flow.
All right. Hey, this is Dan Wynn.
And Mike Glassby.
Signing off.